be done with a two-pronged vision. One, to protect our oil and gas resources, but at the same time also to assist with protection of our marine resources. The other thing is to equip the police to take over from the Navy, because it is not a naval function to police marine resources. The soldiers are not trained for that. And so we're training a marine police. We've ordered the first vessel for them. The policemen who are training as marine police are currently in the Navy training how to operate vessels and how to, do the things that they have to do. So that is what we're doing. But one of the major problems threatening our marine resources is pollution. We're throwing all kinds of plastics into the sea. Fishes are, washing up on our shores with plastic in their bellies, and we're pumping raw sewage into the sea. We're taking steps to do that. We're setting up the new liquid waste treatment plant so that all liquid waste from the cities would go into the treatment plant, treated before they are discharged into the sea. The issue of plastics will take awareness. We're appealing to our people to stop throwing plastics all over the place. But there are some other measures we'll take in that regard. Well, let me also say that we're giving assistance to the artisanal fishers by giving them outboard motors. And we have a flagship project that is getting ready to take off under the CDB. And that is the provision of new landing sites along our beaches, where the fishermen would not only have a safe harbor to berth their canoes, but will also have cold store facilities at the place. They would have processing facilities to be able to process their fish and to be able to preserve whatever products they bring from the sea for the market. But we also have the inland fishing and aquaculture, which would help wean us of over-reliance on marine fishing and marine resources. And we're also encouraging that. We've increased our source of protein from aquaculture by more than 300%.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. CPP, please.
Thank you. The marine resource must be looked at not just as a place where we do fishing, but it can also be looked at for recreational purposes as well. Now, on the issue of fishing, yes, we have offshore fishing, of which the main issue is the regulation of illegal fishing and trawling. Something has been done already, but I think we need to go further. We need to have an electronic tagging system that every ship that comes to fish in our ocean must possess one. From that alone, we will know the weights of the ships when they come in, the weights when they go out. We will also know if they're trawling as a pair together or if they're fishing singly. These will help regulate the fishing. Secondly, we need to make greater use of the estuaries. The estuaries can probably give our small-scale fishermen more income than going out to the sea with subsidized premixed fuel for a jolly ride and coming back with very little catch. If we focus on the estuaries, there's possibilities for prawn fishing, for prawn industry, which can be as big as what they're doing now. And I believe we already see the prawns there. It's a matter of making sure that we improve it and make it something that they do more often in a technical way. The matter of recreational use of our marine resource. We all are aware that Ghana is one of the closest countries to zero longitude and zero latitude. If any other country was blessed with this geographical location, the mystery around it alone will create a tourist industry that everybody would come to see. It is not unusual to create something out of what is seemingly nothing. And I believe that our tourist industry could do a lot more to promote this geographic location and associate it strongly with Ghana, because there are already myths that if you're near that point, the water goes in the reverse centrifugal fashion down to the ocean, and that has power of reducing poisons from your body. Now, whether it does or not, we will collect our tourist revenue and our people will get money. Lastly, I think on the matter of marine fishing, marine resources, we must look at it as a resource for the future and handle it as such. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now to the PNC, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We are blessed in Ghana, but we tend not to know and make use of the mineral and natural resources that we do have. In other countries, they have been able to protect their water bodies in a way that fishing becomes a model for the youth, where many people engage into fishing, special boats are bought, and police are controlled and given at all the borders of the fishing areas. We in the PNC, when elected as government, we will review the existing fishing laws and block all the loopholes that tends to put our fisher flock at a disadvantage. We shall also explore other ways of reviving and revamping the fishing industry. In this direction, our administration will tackle and solve the perennial problems of non-availability of the pre-mixed fuel, other fishing inputs. We will work closely with the Ghana National Association of Farmers and Fishermen to explore ways of assembling our boats and manufacture fishing nets locally. We will make fishing farming a key model under the National Youth Employment Program to encourage the youth to engage in fish farming. We will also make sure that we protect the offshore, the areas in which fishing is allowed and areas in which fishing is not allowed. Our water bodies, in a way, can be transformed. Salt has been a major thing that we needed in Ghana. And at a long time, Ghana only produced salt for just local consumption. If properly taken care, we can create an industry where we can refine salt and export through our water and bodies. In a nutshell, we buy refined salt in Ghana at a very high price. When given the opportunity, we will make good use, channel some part of our water bodies in a way that it becomes productive to the economy, rather than only using it for fishing and other activities. Thank you.
Thank you all very much, gentlemen, for your responses. We've come to the end of the second cycle, which is on natural resources. We'll now take a 10-minute break, and when we come back, we'll go to the final segment. Thank you very much.